Fox News has been going out of its way to avoid telling the truth about Trump-Russia, and out of its way to avoid visitors to its website from even being allowed to post the truth about Donald Trump Jr.'s meeting with that Russian lawyer and Russian lobbyist. There was a sentence: "This is obviously very high level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government support for Mr. Trump." That was a line from one of the emails that Donald Trump Jr. was involved in. And that sentence was blocked from Fox News's website. They set up some kind of an auto filter that would remove that line from its comment section. And they conveniently are not including that part of the email in articles about this. The filter was first discovered by a Reddit user who goes by the name F All Nazis, which is an interesting username in and of itself. And the filter was set up not just on stories about the Trump-Russia meeting, but even on stories that have nothing to do with that whatsoever. So that's number one. Fox News, by and large, going out of its way to censor the truth about Trump-Russia.
So there was an ellipses on this? A dot in between that
No
key
matter
point?
how they wrote it, the auto filter was updated to pick it up. People tried to reword it slightly or add ellipses or whatever. Not allowed on the Fox News website. However, there are, kind of shockingly, some people on Fox News at least trying to tell the truth about what's going on with Trump-Russia, which is that this is a major scandal of epic and historic deception. I'm going to play this clip for you. This is Shepard Smith talking to Chris Wallace, and they were sort of making an effort to just be upfront about the level of deception that was going on. Take a look at this.
We've been told a variety of stories. We've gotten, and who knows if we've gotten to the end of the story. We thought we got to the end of the story with the emails.
I now know we haven't, because there's news breaking at this moment, Chris.
Okay.
Fox News can now confirm more. Donald Trump Jr., Jared Kushner, Paul Manafort, the lawyer from Russia, the interpreter, this new guy we found out about today, and a mystery person. John Roberts confirms there was an eighth person in that meeting. We don't know. There may have been more, but there was an eighth. Jared Kushner filled out his form, I think it's an F-86, saying who he'd met with and what he'd done. Very important stuff. You can go to prison for messing it up, intentionally. He went back and added 100 names and places. None of these people made it. They're still not clean. We're still not clean on this, Chris. If there's nothing there, and that's what they tell us there's nothing to this and nothing came of it. There's a nothing burger. It wasn't even memorable. Didn't write it down. Didn't tell you about it because it wasn't anything, so I didn't even remember it, with a Russian interpreter in the room at Trump Tower. If all of that, why all these lies? Why is it lie after lie after lie? If you clean, come on clean, My grandmother used to say, when first we practice what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. The deception, Chris, is mind-boggling. And there are still people out there who believe we're making it up. And one day they're going to realize we're not and look around and go, where are we? And why are we getting told all these lies?
I don't know what to say. I think that there's a lot of truth to everything that you've said.
The rest of the network is still in blame Hillary for everything mode, and even better, blame Obama if you can. Brit Hume has shifted from there was no collusion to if there was collusion, it wouldn't be illegal anyway, so who cares? But at least for now, Shep Smith and Chris Wallace are saying what they think. Right-wingers on Twitter are immediately calling for their firing and or resignations. Kushner could be led away in handcuffs by the feds, and Fox News would come out with breaking bombshell. Hillary did something kind of similar a few years ago, or breaking, Obama didn't physically stop Trump from meeting with Russians, so he's really the guy to blame. But the truth is, it's getting pretty unavoidable at this point. Some common sense is bound to seep through even on Fox News.
If this was just about the meeting, I think they would have a case to be made to defend the White House here.
Right.
They could go to the talking points of, well, collusion's not a crime. They didn't get any valuable information out of that meeting. And while those are easily debunked, they could still make that case.
Yeah.
But the lies are what makes this indefensible. And I think, some people with a little bit of intellectual honesty, like Shep Smith and like Chris Wallace, they're able to fess up to that.
I really hope Shep Smith doesn't accidentally stab himself in the back 10 times. I really hope he doesn't, because it is this level of honesty is not looked upon favorably by Fox News, by the Fox News audience and by any players who want to cover up what is now in writing evidence of collusion between Russia and the Trump campaign. Today's program is made possible in part by GameFly, which is sort of like Netflix for video games. They've got over 8,000 new and classic games for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, Wii, and a bunch of other platforms. And you can also stream games. You don't even need a gaming console or a computer, because you can stream games through your Amazon Fire Stick or Roku box and then use your mobile phone as the controller. You can play as many games as you want for one monthly fee. And if you find some games you want to keep, you can buy them for a low used price, never with due dates or late fees. And our audience can get a 30-day free trial at gameflyoffer.com/TDPS. The games are shipped directly to you with return envelopes included, no contracts, and you can also stream the games. I think I mentioned that. You can also rent games through the mobile app. Get a free 30-day trial for David Pakman Show viewers and listeners, and support our show at gameflyoffer.com/TDPS.